Well, hello there, and welcome back. I know it's been a few months, and we're just going to act like it hasn't been. We're going to get back to business as usual for who knows how long. I'm not going to make any sort of promises on here today. What I am going to do is talk about A24's new film, Backrooms. This one is directed by Kane Parsons, who is the original creator of the online short film series. Admittedly, I am not familiar with these short films. I've actually never watched a single one of them because once I knew I would be seeing this movie, I didn't want to then go and explore them. Now that I've seen the film, I probably will go back and see just where all of this started. First off, the film is about Clark, a, shall we say, broken, stuck man who owns a struggling furniture store, and well, he finds a set of rooms underneath his furniture store. There's also Mary, played by Renata Reinsve, and she plays Clark's psychologist who kind of gets roped into his whole situation. And yeah, that's pretty much what this movie is these characters exploring the back rooms. What I really enjoyed about the film especially is what the back rooms means. It's not just a setting for scary stuff to happen. These things do happen, and it's used efficiently with the. I promised myself I wouldn't say it in my review because I've heard it so many times this week, but the liminal space aspect of this film is used really, really well here with the backrooms. A lot of my favorite bits in this movie are just the tracking shots of characters exploring the backrooms. You very early on in the film, and I'm going to try and dance around spoilers as I talk about this film, but early on, there's a sequence very, very early on in the film, in fact, that had me on the edge of my seat. Parsons has a clear knack for atmosphere and tone. There is oftentimes a low hum to underscore a scene, or there's just the hissing of a bright fluorescent light, which the Backrooms is riddled with. So you're either getting that low hum or that high pitched. We all know the sound of that fluorescent light, and even that I found to be kind of unnerving in its own way. But like I said, my favorite sequences of this films were just the who knows what's behind each corner of this place. Is it going to be danger? Is it going to be nothing? Parsons leaves you on the edge of your seat for several minutes as you watch these characters explore this space. Now, I also admire Parsons' storytelling abilities here. I will say this story is not groundbreaking. It's not going to change your worldview. But it would have been so easy for a filmmaker who also co-wrote the script to get lost in the Backrooms lore. I've been told there's some lore to this that I certainly didn't understand in the film, based off of these shorts. But it would have been so easy for him to get lost in just jump scare, jump scare, jump scare, big monster, and forget the story. And like I said, this story here is not groundbreaking. It's not world-shattering. But it is a surprisingly layered story about trauma and moving past that and feeling stuck and the inability to try and move on. And as somebody who is 20 years old co-writing the script, I found that there was an impressive amount of understanding and character work being done. Now, the flip side to this is I would have liked a little bit more on the characters and the story. The movie is a slow burn, and I mean that as a positive. But if that's not your thing, you might feel the story drag at times. And in these moments where it did slow down, I would have liked a little more depth with these characters. But Chiwetel Ejiofor and Renata Reinsve know their characters. They know the game that they are playing here with this crazy set piece of the Backrooms, which I appreciate. I heard in an interview with Kane Parsons that so many of these sets are they built the sets, and it would have been really easy to go all out on CGI. And there were a few points where you could tell that there was some adjusting to the sets. But all in all, this is a really entertaining movie. It's not flawless, and it's not my personal favorite horror film of the year, but I did appreciate what Parsons was doing for most of the film, and it shows a lot of potential in him as a filmmaker. He clearly understands the horror genre, and I would really like to see him branch out beyond the Backrooms space, which I know is very important to him, and it shows in the craftsmanship on display with this film. But I would like to see what else he can do with maybe another original feature. I hope he gets the chance because I enjoyed this one. Have you seen Backrooms? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much as I get my feet wet again doing these videos. It's been a while. It's been a minute, but I'm glad to be back. I have another video that I think I'm going to film directly after this. I've just had a lot of thoughts on the box office lately, and I've wanted to get those out. So probably going to be filming that video right after this one, talking about Obsession, Backrooms, and just the things that are going on right now, because I'm finding it very, very fascinating and exciting. So again, thank you so much as always for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.